Hey everyone, M Live's Brendan Quinn here at Breslin Center following Michigan State's 88-72 win over visiting Nebraska. Tom Izzo walked into the post-game press conference and said this game was not pretty, and I wouldn't disagree with him. But it didn't need to be, because at this time of year it is all about getting a win and getting out, leaving unscathed when it comes to a team that's on a bubble playing a team that is not even in the NCAA tournament conversation. The only thing that can happen is something bad can happen. It is very much survive, advance, and hope to improve along the way right now. And that's kind of where Michigan State is. And this was an interesting game where a team that is now 20-something games into the season is still kind of trying to rearrange and figure things out with Aaron Harris out of the lineup. Alvin Ellis stepped in to a starting role, struggled early, no doubt, but kind of seemed to get his bearings about him later. Tom Izzo said after the game that he plans on leaving him in that starting role, said that he didn't want to change the lineup again. Frankly, tonight was the 9th different starting lineup that Michigan State has used this season. That is significant, clearly. So, in terms of actually just getting out of here, I mean, this was basically a game that hinged on a 5-minute window. Michigan State outscored Nebraska 21-3 to close the first half, and that was it. That was the difference in a game that the first 10 minutes were bad on both ends. Michigan State kind of fell into some very familiar turnover trouble, committing 6 turnovers, I think, over the first 14 minutes of the game or so, 12 minutes maybe. And then Nebraska just couldn't buy a basket. They just couldn't shoot the ball. They couldn't score the ball. Couldn't do much of anything. And then it changed just like that. And it was on the backs of the freshmen, kind of flying around, getting things going. And I'll be writing about that for the morning. But beyond that, second half, Michigan State shot under 40%. But only turned the ball over 3 times. So they got that lead. They held that lead. They didn't let Nebraska get it under 10. And like I said, this is survival mode. The most important thing to come from this game has nothing to do with stats or players or anything. It's that the Spartans are now in a 4th place tie in the Big Ten with Minnesota and Northwestern, up to 9-6 in the league. And the Spartans, as everyone knows, holds tiebreakers over both of those teams because they swept Minnesota and they won the one matchup that it had with Northwestern. So, now it's a matter of if Michigan State can just stay where it is, stay steady. That's a double bye in the Big Ten tournament, and that'd be pretty significant for this team to accomplish, given everything that's occurred this year. So we'll see, but like I said, there's really no broad takeaways to take from games like this. They needed to survive. Now, Sunday, when Wisconsin shows up, that'll be a different story. I think that'll be an actual measuring stick of where this team is as March kind of comes from around the corner and things get very real to close the season. So we will see until then. But I will be here on Sunday, and I'll be sure to tell you all about that one after it as well. So until then, as always, thanks for watching.